So this is another very interesting session I want to have and leave some ideas with all of you, which is in the modern digital world, how is brand management changing? Is brand management changing? So I just wanted to leave a few thoughts on that. Brand management is a concept which is possibly around 100 years old, largely driven by the large CPG or the FMCG companies like a P&G and Unilever, where the essence of marketing started from there, and that's where brand management started and then evolved into various other companies. But in the modern world, what are the changes which are happening? So we know of the concept called SMAC, Social, Mobile, Analytics and Cloud. Second thing, we know that large amount of communication which is happening on digital, through digital. There's a large amount of interaction which is happening on social media, both between brands, between users of brands, peers and general conversation. It is faster. People's expectation of response has gone up much faster. Courtesy the mobile phone, it is no longer about sending a letter, it is immediate response, everything is on the fly. So in this context, is the brand management function also changing suitably? So the first operational way in which I think the brand manager is changing and brand management is changing is that I think today brand management is a 24/7 function. So you cannot just operate during office hours. So like in factories which are assembly line 24/7, brand management also needs to be 24/7, and there has to be actually brand managers who are first shift and second shift and something. So this might be a little completely iconoclastic statement to make, but I think that's where the future is going to. This is number one. Number two is, I think, courtesy the interaction between consumers and brands, brand is no longer a monolithic concept. Brands will get framed by consumers, what they think and what they see and what they write. So that is very important. So I think as brand custodians, we need to have the ability to have an evolving brand management structure rather than something which is extremely fixed. So that is number two. Number three is the brand communication today is not just a monologue from one side, it can be two-way brand communication. So a case in point, very interesting one is that if you see you are in a business of hospitality or you are in any service industry or maybe even automobiles, many other industries, if you are, you have a concept called photos, Google Photos, 360-degree photos, various things. So it is not just the photos which the brand and the management is putting up. There's a lot of customer photos and videos which are put up, and some of them actually may have higher views than many of the brand photos. So the whole perception and what the brand stands for is not just created by the brand manager, but actually is created by the consumers. So that's the other concept. And the fourth one is that today brands are changing, evolving. Brands can actually be different in different parts of the world, different cities. So consumers have understood this concept of hyper-local and hyper-global. So though brands are standardized, it can actually be different in different parts of the world. So that consumers have understood that it need not be one straight monolithic brand. So I think that understanding is there. The next thing in terms of brand management, which I think brand managers have to remember, is today brands, a lot of communication needs to be done in the language and the tone and the tonality of each of the particular regions, cities, countries. So it cannot have only a single tonality, it can be different. So which essentially means the concept of brand management itself is changing. And this is especially relevant for many brands which straddle offline, online, digital, non-digital. You actually have to have the tonality of the brand which is quite different. And I think there are a lot of examples in which the tonality of a brand in the offline and online is quite different. In the offline it is more of a state brand, but moment it goes online it becomes much more younger, not so state. So that also is possible. That's what the brand management function has to evolve. And the last one, which is slightly operational, maybe only important for the marketing people, is that We need to make guidelines today in the brand management function which are offline guidelines, and you need to make digital guidelines, and sometimes the digital guidelines are becoming more important than the offline guidelines because the brand is so ubiquitous and present in the digital media. So these are some of the things where I think in the new digital age, brand management itself is changing. Happy to hear from you, your comments. Please write in comment as you think. Thank you.